First of all, I just want to say to the people that watch my videos, I'm very, very sorry I haven't uploaded in the last couple of days. I've had some stuff to sort out, so I'm sorry for that. I would like to, before I go into this video, I'd like to talk about the schedule that I've planned for these videos now. It will be one every weekday, and then in the weekends, there won't be a video. Just to give myself a little time off, because these videos are quite hard to make with the, kind of software I'm using and stuff like that. It does take a while to make one of these. For a 15-minute video, it takes about an hour and a half, and I like to get them stacked up. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in the last couple of days, and yeah, okay, I might as well get onto the video now. Today's topic is bullying. Now, throughout my life, I've never been bullied, and I'm quite shocked by that, to the extent that, because just the way I look and stuff like that. I kind of feel like I'm a sitting duck for bullying. But before I go into more detail about it, I want to discuss what I think bullying is. Um, I think bullying is something that happens consistently. Don't get me wrong. If someone says something once, or like a comment or something about you, whether it be your looks or your, I don't know, something, yeah, just something about you that's very nasty. That's not right either, but I wouldn't class that as bullying. I would say bullying is a thing that happens consistently. It happens, well, it doesn't have to be every day, but it happens on a consistent basis that makes you just feel like shit. Um, Throughout my life, I've seen bullying, and it really just does disgust me. Some of the things that people do to others, and some things that they say and stuff like that. And if we're going to be honest with be honest here, bullying happens in school. It can happen in a workplace as well when you're older. Don't get me wrong, but I would say 95% of bullying is in school, and then it might continue out of it and stuff like that. If you're out with your mates and your bully is just there, it will continue there and stuff like that, and it makes you feel generally shit. What do I think is being done to help bullying? Not enough. Not enough. I don't think. Personally, at the school I went to, which I went to a school in the northeast of Scotland, so it could be different for anyone watching anywhere else in the world. It just wasn't handled very well. If someone was being bullied, like I said before in a video before, if someone was more intimidating on paper, like if they looked like they were going to kick off, or had an anger problem, or just looked tough in general, the teacher would kind of back off and not take it as seriously. But if it was someone that, I mean, not many people do, but if it was someone that looked like me and was bullying someone, then they'd be clamped down on it again. But mostly a bully, you can tell they're a bully. They're, the way they look and stuff. They strike fear into people with their presence. The people that they bully, obviously. Um, there's different types of bullying. There's obviously like mental bullying, like someone just calling you names and stuff. I mean, there's a famous quote of "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will tear my skin apart." Because like that cliche saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me." Names do hurt. Come on, I mean, if you're I don't know, got not very nice teeth, and someone points that out, you are going to feel shit. Like for me, I've got glasses. If someone points out you've got glasses and they don't like them, or they look gay or something like that, sorry to use the word gay, I'm not homophobic. I just just using slang that teenagers and kids would use nowadays. Um, yeah, it's anything really, isn't it? I mean, they feed off anything. Too fat, too thin, wrong color of hair, different music taste, the way you walk. They feed off everything, and it's a sad thing that happens. Me seeing bullying, what was the worst thing I seen? Um, it it wasn't necessarily bullying, but this goes on about social network and stuff. Um, for all those legendary people that have been on social networking sites for years, they'll have heard of a site called Bebo. And when I was in, I must say it was first year or second year at school, some girl had hacked into this other girl's Bebo page, and yeah, and she changed it and made it look really, what's the word? I don't know. She just changed it to something that was like really embarrassing or really bad. And the next day at school, the girl that she did that to, scraped her face against the concrete in the playground. Well, not a playground at our school, but it was like a quadrangle or quad, as people called it. Scraped her face along there. Yeah, I guess you could say, well, she had it coming and stuff. I guess that is, but I'm not a big fan of violence and I mean boxing and that's fine because it's a sport, but violence in any other kind of degree is not really my thing. Um, mental bullying happens. You'll see it if you're in school, if you're in high school, especially because teenagers are cruel. If you'll see it, you'll just see it. You'll see it if it's someone getting mocked for their weight, or yeah, someone that looks a little bit. I guess the word's camp. A girl playing football. I'm just trying to think of things that people would bully others for. Famous incidents of bullying. Um, I don't know if any of you have seen this video, but it's a video on YouTube where some guy in Australia is being bullied, and he reacts by fucking pounding the guy to the ground with like a body slam or some shit, and it became famous because fucking oh god, Justin Bieber seen it and went to see him. And you know what's the best thing about that video is how arrogant the guy is when he goes to see him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got bullied because I was so good at sport." It's like, fuck off, man. You don't get bullied for being good at sport. I mean, there is a chain at school, and if you're good at sport, you're usually popular. You don't get bullied for being good at sport. I mean, sorry for turning this into a Justin Bieber hate video, but yeah, I thought that was kind of, I don't know, cocky and arrogant. If you get bullied for being different, or just because someone doesn't like you, basically, if we're being honest. Um, yeah, but that guy fucking nailed that guy that was bullying him. He was like teasing him, and then he just fucking nailed him like some kind of wrestling move. It was hilarious, and yeah, I love the way when bullies are caught out, they try and find excuses for what they've done. Like that guy that was kind of creamed in the video came on national television because it got so famous on YouTube and said that the guy had bullied him first. And yeah, if you've been bullied, I don't think you. I mean, if people get bullied, they don't usually have the courage to corner their bully with a bunch of their mates and beat him in a corner or tease him and stuff like that. So that was a load of horse shit in my opinion. But let's not go too humanist about this. Bullying is a bad thing. It has bad consequences for the person that's being bullied. I hope she doesn't mind mentioning this. I'm not going to mention her name. I've been speaking to a girl recently on Facebook who was that badly bullied that she had to move schools. And I just thought to myself, how wrong is that? I mean, how let down has she been by the teachers and the staff at that school? Where, I mean, if anything, the people that bully should be the ones kicked out of school. I mean, come on, man. I mean, those, it's, I still think, I mean, bullying is not a new thing. It's been around for generations. If you ask your mum or dad, did you see bullying in school? Then they'll say yes, and even your grandparents and stuff like that. Bullying's been around forever, and it's a lot like, other big things that have been around for ages, like racism and stuff like that. It'll always be there, but you can try your best to stamp it out. And I don't think the schools do that enough. First of all, like I said, the bullies don't get punished enough. Uh, yeah, just there's no kind of like support group for bullying, I would say, or any kind of justice. Is that the right word to use for the victims of bullying? I mean, there was the odd occasion, obviously, that one that got on YouTube and stuff, and the bully kind of made an arse of himself by trying to say that the other kid bullied him first. I mean, I've never been bullied, so it's kind of hard for me to give advice to anyone that is being bullied. And no, but like, seriously, I've never been bullied. Like I've never been consistently bullied, which it shocks me to the bone because I'm built for it. I'm built to get bullied. I'm not very confrontational. I'm very reserved. I'm someone that's probably not going to speak back if you talk shit to me or something like that. I am a bit of a pushover sometimes. Well, not as much as I used to be, but I am still quite a pushover. But I guess I was lucky, I guess, because a lot of people do get bullied. The advice I'd give on bullying to people that are watching this video is probably, I know it sounds cliche, but it's to tell someone if it's going on in school, and if they don't do enough about it, I would say phone the police, because it really is a serious thing. It affects you. Your mental health, your education gets affected, because like if you're sitting in class and thinking, oh God, in interval someone's gonna come and thump me if they're physically hurting you and stuff like that. And it is a serious thing that schools. I mean, I guess there's a lot of campaigns. Don't get me wrong, there is, and I still don't think there's enough effort though. I mean, like I think like in our high school, there was no one watching over, and I know I kind of sound like a bit of a buzzkill like that. Oh, like no one was in your like, uh, it's called the quad, but it was like a, I guess, playground. I guess if you're wanting to describe it as something, there wasn't anything to play with. Don't get me wrong, or there was no like football field or anything. Um, yeah, but there's no one watching, and like my school had like 750 teenagers. And if you're going to do that and put them in a small rectangular place, there's bound to be trouble somewhere along the line, because it's teenagers' nature, isn't it? Just to be arseholes and stuff like that. But then again, there isn't a lot to do around my area. For example, my school got a new head teacher. I believe she's left now. I could be wrong. She started in like 2005, and she had this big campaign. I'm gonna stop bullying. I'm gonna get rid of it all and stuff like that. But with the time I was there, so I was there from 2008 to 2000, I think it was the start of 2011. There was no effort whatsoever to stop it. Like bullies got away with so much. You know, just this. It was such a bollock as a student to watch. Because um, yeah, I mean, this is going to sound really cowardly. I mean, I think everyone has, where they've seen bullying and probably not done anything about it. And I'll hold my hands up. That is as worse as doing bullying yourself. It really is, because if you've seen someone get bullied and ignore it, it's a dick move. I have probably done it in the past. Then again, I was more immature then. I was more frightened then, because I was really scared of anyone that intimidated me. Um, but yeah, I mean, bullying is a hard topic because it affects so many people. In terms of punishment for bullies, I think since bullying is like a form of public humiliation, it should be vice no, not vice versa. An eye for an eye, if you put it that way. I think they should be like, if you're caught bullying, you should be like made to read something in front of like a whole bunch of people or something, apologizing, just something like that, because at the end of the day, if you've bullied someone, you've publicly humiliated someone, and fair is fair at the end of the day. Like I said, there's many forms of bullying. Like I said, I think bullying's more of a consistent thing. But to people saying comments, I have had that. I have had that. I've had millions of comments thrown at me. But it was never a consistent thing or anything. It was just like a one-time thing, because people get some kind of sick thrill of making someone feel badder than they already were. Like I was in school one day, and I was walking somewhere. I can't remember. I must have been walking to reception to get something. And since I wasn't a very confident person, I was having my head like hung down, looking at the floor and just walking by. And someone walked past me, and I mean, if someone's got their head down to the floor and they're looking depressed, I mean, you can tell. You can tell with, there's body language and stuff like that. And yeah, the guy said to me, "Oh, don't worry. If I was you, I wouldn't look at myself either." And yeah, take like that how you will. But I just thought, I mean, I didn't really bother. Well, it did bother me at the time, but I didn't think too much into it over the years. But now I think to it, I was like, how can you actually say that to someone? That's actually, because I mean, everyone must have known I was depressed if you were an outlooker. Well, if I was with my friends, they wouldn't have known, because I was quite cheery around them. But like, if I was walking somewhere in school myself, my head would be down, and yeah. I don't know how you could say that to someone when they're really depressed. I mean, if I was to meet that person today, I'd probably blank them, or if they were like if they were going to shake my hand or something, I'd probably blank them. Just because I don't know. I don't think that's something that can be forgiven. I could just be being stubborn, but you know, I believe that he knew that I was depressed and he was just doing it to get a cake or something, or impress. I think he was with a girl, so probably trying to impress her or something. But yeah, wow, 15 minutes already. Like I said, I'm sorry if I'm repetitive or I have pauses in my videos. I'm not the best YouTube commentator. I know I say that every video, but you know, it's the truth. Uh, I'm going to leave the charities description down below, obviously like I do in every video, on my Facebook, if you want to, you know, general chat about something that you've got a personal experience about, or there's a new thing because I'm doing a Q&A video, so if you've got questions for me, please put them down in the comments, or uh, mail me on Facebook a comment, and your identity will remain anonymous, obviously. But if you've watched this video and you've suffered from bullying, or even if you've bullied yourself, I suppose, if even if you've bullied someone, I mean, and you know, kind of found some kind of redemption, I guess. But yeah, if you've suffered from bullying, or you've been affected by bullying in any way, I hope this video has helped. If not, I can only apologise. I'm trying to do this by the best of my ability. You know, I'm not the greatest commentator on that, like I said before, but I can only do my best. Hopefully this video has maybe cheered you up a bit or gave you some options. Like I said, you know, if you're having problems with that, tell someone, you know, phone the police or whatever and stuff like that. And yeah, we're coming to the end of the video. This is going to take a lot of video editing again. Hopefully this video helps someone about bullying. If it just helps one, I'll be happy. And thank you for watching. I'll see you later for the next video. Peace.